told me to watch it in his more recent episode, I think. He was talking to Jay Shetty, some spiritual guru. I'm about halfway in. We're at the part where the family. What do you call that? A conciliatory. The I don't know, the lawyer, the dude who takes care of shit. I'm about an hour in. Mm, it's about a lady named Annie, a hooker. Annie rhymes with Amy. She gets married to a rich dude who blows through cash like it's nothing. Blah blah blah. Some party boy spends 15 grand on a hooker for a week. Flies a private jet full of his friends to Las Vegas. Marries the hooker. Ivan, 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 and some skinny, Jewy-looking faggot. I haven't seen the end yet. Like I said, I'm only an hour in. I got a feeling from I don't know if I saw the trailer. I think I saw an interview. I got a feeling it doesn't end well. uh, little did Ivan know that Darth Vader was madly in love with that bitch because he didn't know she was a hooker, I guess. Like I said, I haven't gotten to the end yet. It's actually a pretty good movie. It's well made. It could almost be a not Steven, what's his name? Scorsese. Martin, it could almost be a Martin Scorsese movie. It's got a Jersey accent going on and some rich Russian family. A very, very extremely rich. It's set in the US, but the family is back in Russia. So I guess we flip it. I'm dealing with a very rich Jew family from the US, while I was dealing with a very rich Jew family, Jew party boy from the US, while I was, or North America, I don't know, Israeli. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is David or Snoop Dogg, who is a Jew that rhymes in blackface. I haven't fully gathered, I haven't fully pieced together yet what's going on. I guess I should watch it to the end before I comment. is some rich kid who married a hooker, and his parents are very upset about it at this stage. His mother especially. We don't hear from the father. I'll finish watching it. I've got Coke Zero for the evening. I'm a bit tired. Like, generally for me, since I understand that this is like a parallel, fictionalized other side of the story, there's an Asian looking bitch and she's a hooker. Her name rhymes with Amy. Reminds me of my long lost love. I don't know exactly what's going on. Anyway. This bitch is a disaster in this rich kid's life. He ultimately has nothing. That's what we're learning right now. He's living in a mansion with a beautiful view of the, I don't know, I guess the Hudson River, somewhere near New York. They're in a mansion. He doesn't own the mansion. He's fucking this bitch in his parents' bed. His parents live in Russia. I'm getting the gist. It's kind of a drag for me to watch this. Blah, blah, blah. I guess I'll watch it to the end and maybe I'll do another live stream. But I've already kind of sort of understood just by the names of the characters. There's Annie and there's IVN. Ivan is kind of a useless bitch, some skinny fucking faggot that lives off his parents' immense, enormous wealth and has huge parties. And he likes to play video games. He doesn't seem to actually do anything. Doesn't seem especially talented. I don't know, maybe I'm Annie in this situation. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I don't think so. Just this movie is kind of a drag for me to watch because I guess I can see a lot of familiarity, some parallels with my own life. I'm seeing the other side of the story, sort of. I have my bio that I wrote, and then there's more details on my bio from my Facebook page. just kind of a drag for me to watch this. But I recognize some skinny fucking rich bitch who seems utterly fucking useless, but he thinks very highly of himself. I guess he's very well connected. And he says his parents are dicks. Like I'm getting the impression that he's a major drain on his family. His family's constantly dealing with his fuck ups. I don't know. I don't think this movie is going to materialize an antagonist who is like a legit spiritual guru that says holy shit on social media and then causes all kinds of disasters. Major catastrophes, which all kind of point back to some useless rich asshole. But that's kind of what I think is happening right now. There's all kinds of clusterfucks that happened because of some jokes I made. I'm not a terrorist, I'm a comedian. But my jokes seem to cause terrorism. And I feel a little bit bad about it. And whoops. Anyway, I've said many times that I want a new bitch. And I'm not sure if I know Mickey Madison. I just, when I read her name, Mickey Mad is on Mike Key MICKEYKOI. I don't know. I haven't fully figured out the code language for Hollywood hooker fake names. But basically, I understand Madison. I also I noticed that Jensen Huang's daughter is Madison Huang. People are mad about artificial intelligence and GPUs, especially people who make very high markup because they have a monopoly on CUDA framework. I don't know, I understand Madison. I haven't figured out Mickey. I think it might be a reference to Full Metal Jacket. it might be a reference to all kinds of things. I'm not sure. Just there's a rich kid who causes a lot of problems for his family, his extremely rich family, and there's a hooker that his family is currently trying to get rid of. And I guess I will end this broadcast now, and maybe I'll watch this movie till the end. But I'm a bit tired, and it's kind of a drag for me to watch this. I haven't exactly figured out how it's related to me. I mostly have figured it out. I know several people like this. There was a Shale Green that I met when I first arrived in China in 2004. A tall, skinny faggot Jew from Toronto. And later, I took a picture of him when we were in Mexico. I'm pretty sure that's Snoop Dogg. I recognize the eyes. I saw a picture of Snoop Dogg where you could see his eyes directly is just a face shot. If that was a white bitch, it would look exactly like Shale Green. And in 2015, there was David. He was a Jew from Montreal. I think I know more than one Jew. I know quite a few Jews. I'd like to think that Michael Dorman liked me and that we were friends because we smoked weed and had pizza. He was the CMO of Jigo City, Horgo City in Shanghai. Maybe I have some Jew friends that are sympathetic. There might be some Nazi sympathizing Jews at this point. Understanding, not sympathetic. Sympathizer usually refers to people that are cooperative. This movie feels sympathetic. That's kind of so. Yeah, I feel I feel that there are some people who are understanding that IVN is a douche. But I'm not sure what skinny fucking faggot Jew we're talking about yet. I'm pretty sure it's Shale Green, and I don't think Shale Green and Jew David were the same Jew. Maybe they were. This guy kind of looks like Andy Samberg. It could be David. I'm not sure. I've definitely understood that there are like this movie is a dumpster fire. I talked before in the past about how I wanted to make a movie, a Hollywood production where Brad Pitt sets fire to somewhere in the neighborhood of $50 million in cash in a dumpster. Douse $50 million in cash in a dumpster with gasoline. And then Brad Pitt sets it on fire and he says, "This is Hollywood." And at the end of the movie. So there's an arc, right? The flames rise and rise and rise and rise to the peak. And then there's a denouement, an unwinding of the story where the flames start to settle lower and lower until the resolution at the end, which is a puff of smoke. And then the credits roll. Produced by Brad Pitt. Anyway, so I made that joke in the past, and this movie is about a rich kid who blows through fuck tons of cash, and then he marries a hooker because he wants to stay in America. He doesn't want to go back to Russia. So I'll watch it till the end. But I don't know if I know the actor playing Ivan, I versus Anne. It's just a very similar looking generic skinny Jew faggot. And then there's Mickey Madison, who just won an Oscar, and I thought, oh, that's nepotism. But no, actually, it's a very good movie. It's very well made. If someone told me this was made by Martin Scorsese, I'd believe it. Except there hasn't been any gangland executions yet. It's not super bloody, this movie. Otherwise, it has a very similar style to a Martin Scorsese movie. It's pretty well made, and I have to admit, Mickey Madison is a very convincing tart. Just a trashy fucking cunt. I don't know if she studied trashy fucking cunts for years and years in order to give this excellent performance, this Oscar-winning performance, but really, she does a very good job. She does a very good job. And that's it. Just a rich kid dumpster fire. That's basically what this movie is currently about. And we're at the peak now. They've just gotten married. That was the peak. Everything was, oh, they were super happy. And then the media got wind of the fact that this rich kid married a hooker. And now his family is dealing with it. So we're at the unwinding part of the movie. And I don't know if it will end with a puff of smoke. I don't know if the credits will roll as the smoke billows. But that's essentially what I anticipate. A shitty unwinding, and then maybe a tragedy. A rich kid dumpster fire. That's basically what this movie is. But it's very good. It's very well made. It's very well made. There is a term called suspension of disbelief, which basically refers to a movie that makes you forget that you're watching a movie. You're totally into it. And for me, this is very similar to people I know. I know these people. I know these people. I had to go smoke a cigarette. Like I said, it was a drag. But as I'm watching it, there is complete suspension of disbelief. And this is fictionalized, but it's extremely familiar. So I will comment later at the end.